Yo, what's good everyone? Thank you for tuning in to today's video. As you can see from the title, we are back again with yet another review. Now in today's review, we are finally getting around to taking a look at the Air Max 1 that released on Air Max Day. Before we dive into all of that, I just want to welcome back all of my returning subscribers. If you are new around here, please feel free to smash that subscribe button. Also, do make sure the bell notification is switched on so you can be notified every single time I drop a video just like this. If you do enjoy the video, a big thumbs up definitely goes a long way in getting this video out to more and more people. And if you do want to reach out to me outside of YouTube, you will be able to find me most active on Instagram under ACS Sneakers. And now all that's taken care of, sit back, relax, and let's go ahead and dive straight into this video. So to kick this one off, just like we always do, let's just take a quick look at the shoebox. Now we do actually get a really nice box to go along with this release, although unfortunately for me, my pronunciation skills are definitely being put to the test at this point. Now across the front of the box it does read Ville Lumiere, I believe is how you pronounce that, and it is Printemps 2022 326, as you can see at the bottom, hopefully if you are able to see that. Now on this side of the box we do get some Nike branding in there in like a navy colour, and then on this side of the box we do actually get what I believe are the coordinates for Paris. And as we go through the review I can explain that in a little bit more detail. Again, you get that French text on this side of the box, and then if we do just take a quick look at the label, which reads, this is the women's Air Max 1 AMD in the Summit White and Lightbone colourway in a UK 4.5, which is my missus size as this is her pair. And then if we do just open up the box itself, on the tip of the lid, or top of the lid I should say, we do get that 326. And again, in the review, I'll explain why that's there. And then we do also get some pretty nice tissue paper, just to kind of make it feel a little bit extra premium. And then underneath that, here we have it, we've got the kicks. So with all that said, let's dive straight in. So without any further ado, in hand we have the Nike Air Max 1 Ville Lumiere. Again, I'm really sorry if I'm saying that wrong, but I'm a northerner, we don't tend to have the best pronunciation skills. Now this shoe did actually release on Air Max Day to celebrate Air Max Day, as well as the 35th anniversary of the Air Max 1. Now there were 3 colourways that all released on the same day, and they were all regional releases. Now this is the one that we got for Europe. Over in the Americas, they got, I believe it was called the Premium Blueprints. And then over in Asia, in my personal opinion, they got the best colourway, which was the Wabi Sabis. Now all 3 of these colourways were released as women's exclusive releases, and there was actually quite a lot of opportunity to actually get these, and I do think at the time I'm recording this video, you can actually still get these on both the Sneakers app and at certain retailers as well. So if you missed out on these or thought you missed out on these, I do believe there are still some sizes available. Now we'll be breaking everything down that you need to know in this review, all the little intricate details to hopefully help you guys decide if maybe this is a shoe you also want for your own personal collection. So just diving straight into this one, starting out with the upper to begin with. Now the upper on this one has actually been dressed in some really nice tonal colours, including white, light bone with some grey accents in there as well. So at the base of the shoe we do have this white mesh material, which has then been overlaid around the toe box through the mudguard with this light bone nubuck. As we then work our way throughout the rest of the upper, in the quarter midfoot panel on the overlays we do have this iridescent paneling. Now this is there to represent the city of lights, which is Paris, which is the key inspiration for the shoe itself. Something I forgot to mention earlier when we was actually taking a look at the box. Now the box is supposed to represent like an invitation to Fashion Week and Paris.
Nice.
But I will be honest, just in terms of like my own personal preference, I don't love it. It's just one of those details about the shoe that I could have done without. But if you like it and this is something you can actually work with and style out, absolutely more power to you. And then in the middle of the midfoot we do have more of that light bone coloured nubuck to make up the Nike swoosh on both the lateral and medial sides. As we then work our way onto the ankle collar, starting with the top eye stays, which have been done using a TPU material. We do also see more of that iridescent paneling around the TPU as well. Now the ankle collar itself has been done with what I would consider to be a pretty good quality of leather overall. Does feel really nice and premium to the touch. And then as we reach the heel we do have that Nike Air branding, which to me kind of looks like it's been laser etched into the heel itself. Could be pressed in, I'm not sure of the exact process to make the heel look the way that it does, but for me it has a really interesting texture, and to be honest, I don't hate it. I think it actually looks quite good on the shoe. As we then circle our way back into the middle of the shoe, we just get your pretty standard flat white shoelaces. Unfortunately, you don't get any additional laces with this one. If you did want to swap it out and mix it up, you know, if you have any extra spare laces sitting around, I think that this is a pretty good palette or, you know, canvas to actually work with and actually do a couple different lace swaps. Now the laces do sit atop this navy blue nylon tongue at the base, but as we do work our way up the laces to the top of the tongue, we do have this navy blue tongue tag with the date 3/26. Now this is actually quite a significant date, as this was the date the very first Air Max 1 ever released. And you do also get a little accessory in here as well, which is like a little keychain. So you get the 3/26 date on there as well. You get the Nike swoosh and what looks like an Air Max 1. You know, so if you actually bought these and kept them, this would actually be a pretty good little Monopoly piece, you know. Have your little Air Max 1 flexing on the board at the same time. You know, can never complain when it actually does come to little accessories. Personally, I would have preferred extra laces, but that's just me. And then as we do work our way onto the inside of the shoe, we just get your pretty typical all white sock liner. Now my missus has actually tried these on. I'm not sure if you will be able to see it, but there's already a little bit of black sock lint in there. You know, she doesn't listen to my advice. Always wear fresh, crispy white socks when it does come to a white sock liner, and it just avoids any issues because already it's starting to show signs of wear. And then as we do work our way even further inside the shoe, we just get your pretty standard insole with more of that Ville Lumiere branding actually pressed into the insole itself. That for me was a really nice premium touch. As we then work our way back onto the outside of the shoe and down to the midsole, we just get your pretty typical Air Max 1 midsole with that visible air unit towards the heel. And then as we work our way underfoot, we do have this really nice semi-translucent outsole. We do also have some navy and grey hits in there as well at the tip of the toe as well as in the midfoot, and again, like we've seen throughout the rest of the shoe, we do see more of that really nice text underneath the forefoot as well. Now when it actually does come to the overall sizing for these, as you can probably tell, you know, it can almost fit in the palm of my hand. This shoe isn't a personal shoe for me, so when it does come to sizing, I did actually have to ask the missus, but according to her, she said that these do fit true to size. The fact that these are available at a few different retailers does mean that hopefully you should be able to try before you buy, or at least if you do buy and it doesn't fit, you can return and get a different size. I would act fast though, because I can expect that this shoe will eventually sell out, but if you are looking for just any quick sizing tips, do go with your true to size. And other than that, I think we've pretty much covered everything that's worth mentioning on this shoe, so if we now just go ahead and wrap up this review. So just to wrap up this video, in terms of my overall opinion on the shoe itself, to give these a rating, I'm going to say that these are probably a 7 out of 10 at best. I think that might actually have a lot to do with the fact that I'm really disappointed by the fact that, again, here in Europe, we get shafted with the worst colourway of the three. I think the blueprints are better, the Wabi-Sabis are the best of the three, and again, we just get the pretty Marmite shoe. You know, it's nothing spectacular, it's nothing too special, and I feel like it is, again, just a little bit disappointing. Don't get me wrong, it's pretty clean, it's pretty simple. I personally could have done without the iridescent paneling. I think when they did iridescent paneling with the Skeptors, it was a lot more refined and it looked a lot better. But this is so in your face and it's so kind of like, you know, it's just there, and it takes up a good majority of the shoe that I personally could have done without it. But this shoe wasn't based for me, it wasn't never centered at me, and it was never a shoe that was actually being put out for me to buy. You know, it's a women's exclusive release. So do take all of my opinions with a pinch of salt. But for me, this is a 7 out of 10. I would love to hear what you guys think about it as well, so do let me know your ratings in the comment section down below. But just like I say with each and every one of my videos, if you have stuck around to this point in the video, I do want to say a massive thank you. If you haven't already, please feel free to smash that subscribe button. Also, do make sure the bell notification is switched on so you never miss a video, and I hope to see you all again in the next one.